part 4 of this playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to be continuing the second case, possibly finishing it today, maybe getting started on the third one, but that will all depend on how long that's going to take to actually finish the second one and how my voice is going to hold up after already playing that much. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, I was done with her. Looks like something's up. Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal. I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please, let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. She's always drinking tea. But... oh, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Yeah, he wants to show it to show her the gun. Detective, do not upset me further. Ah, sorry. Why does he insist on showing weapons of death to a poor little girl? Poor Gumshoe being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. This has never happened before. Pearls. Mr. Nick, I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, me too, actually. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Why does it feel like I've already read these lines? Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. I have a big deja vu when I'm reading these lines. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Yeah, that's what happened when I first left too. It's the exact same lines of dialogue. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Ugh. Yeah, it felt like it was exactly the same lines of dialogue as when I first left. And then she ended up coming to the courthouse on foot. A 2-hour train trip and all on foot. Well, so they say anyway. Can't find a comfortable position to be sitting down. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Oh, it's Mia. Mia! So how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or not, yeah, blah blah blah. If memory serves, Mia had a few psyche locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Come on, Phoenix, we don't have time to be looking at things like this. We need to find out everything we can for the trial tomorrow. Oh, I should talk to her first, maybe? Mia, yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Oh. There are still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean like how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started. Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. I already have a pretty good idea about what that is. That box We have it in evidence, actually. It has a bullet hole at the same height as the bullet hole in the folding screen. So I bet that box, which looks big enough to hide someone inside, was behind this. And someone was hidden inside the box behind the folding screen, because they didn't look inside the box. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling, and I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance to the person you're calling was something our ancestor Mystic Ami Faye acquired. I've heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Ami was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amitabha. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Korean sacred urn. Yeah, right. It's been broken since, so she's probably free now. It usually sits in the Winding Way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Oh, come on, Phoenix, it's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Alright, let's go. The murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes. Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. Morgan Faye, of course. There is no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicions onto my aunt. This. The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in an incinerator near the Winding Way. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes, but when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. It just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why, but there is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But this blood. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? Is it this, maybe? Since it was in the incinerator as well, I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key, and yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Exactly. Okay, there we go. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? Her, no doubt. That's what I had in mind anyway. Eeny Miny, she's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eeny Miny were in cahoots. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. A person who would have to know a lot about Fame Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can't assume that Eenie Meenie was involved somehow, but we have one big problem on our hands. Problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Well, as for motive for Morgan, I already have my own idea about that. With Maya out of the picture and Mia being dead, the main family, shall we say, of masters, the line would be broken because there is no one else in the same line to carry on the tradition. So it would fall upon her shoulders to be the new master. Assuming the mother, Mystic... What's her name again? What's the name of the mother again? It's not Ami. Well, whatever. Maya and Mia's mother, unless she comes back, she will then become new master. And I think that's what she's after. Just passing by to say hello. Hi, RNG. Well, thanks for passing by then. And say hello. It's too bad you can't stay, but you can always catch up later if you're interested. Yep, thanks. We'll surely have a nice stream. Thank you. Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there is only one possibility, huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother, she is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Misty, yeah, I had forgotten her name. Was wondering about that before. Mia and Maya's mother. Why would she bring her up now? Now then, looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Yeah, was she added to the character profiles, maybe? No, she wasn't. Right, Chief, we won't lose. Alright. Must be part 4-1? Yeah, trial. Is it not the final day yet? District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah? Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Actually, she isn't. Not at all. Quite the opposite, actually. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for me, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Misty Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Phew, thank goodness. Nick, this way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? I'm gonna have to be mean to her mother, so... Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say, women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, and how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room, and I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay and I am a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? Technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in the possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. That doesn't explain the clothes, though. How there was a bullet in the picture, there isn't. Order, order, order! Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then quite suddenly she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. That story doesn't make any sense. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. I probably should press her on every little detail, I think. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Hold on a second. enough to rehear the gunshots, the two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Hold it. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Loda's not a foreigner despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Faye? I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Yeah. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did she chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is that what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us snapping. That's my aim for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. Yeah. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however... Objection! The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes, it was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. And quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I am ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given the chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure, about 10 minutes perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. Why have her testify at all then? But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. Looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? And how did she find her way back inside too? Because she did say that she performed the severing technique. And where and when did the severing ritual or whatever take place? That doesn't make any sense. She left the chamber and then what? She went back inside the chamber after that? Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney. Yeah, I should have known. Who was sleeping in the side room at the time. I think you can see where this is headed. Witness name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eenie Miney. I'm like researching like parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see, it's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. After the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Now, hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness. Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. Yeah, that's what her sister was saying. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? She took her revenge? Sorry, but I want the mic to be pointing at my mouth and not away from it. She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that the spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind its tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense would cross-examine this witness. Sorry, excuse me. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult, but I, like, know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No, like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But how? Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? It is very important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. You would call my ass costume normal? So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on? If she saw her sister after she escaped the channeling room and she had committed the murder, her clothes would have been covered in blood, and she's saying that her costume looked like totally normal? Nah, I'm sorry, but no. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. Yeah, she would have noticed that there was blood all over her clothes. It's impossible otherwise. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. Or I could have shown a picture, maybe, instead. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. Yeah, the blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have known it right off the bat. Order! Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney, I'm thinking, don't interrupt me! And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry, I, like, didn't mean to snap. She's so weird. Now, hurry up with the testimony. if you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help is going to be. After the murder, part 2. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? No, it wasn't. So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yeah, okay. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No, I'm not. It completely doesn't make any sense, but, alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. I sure hope so. I should hope so. Like, the side room was, like, kinda dark, you know? Somehow I doubt that. Really, because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. Yeah, okay. I guess nothing I can do there, I bet. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place, huh? Like, when do you mean? When you, arrived at the crime scene? Yeah, I guess. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in his ability to do anything with that brain. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix just believes his testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial, I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Hold on. I have to press again there and pick something else. About the incinerator. That would have been in the Winding Way. That would have been on the way to the crime scene, yeah. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Yeah, it is very important, I should say. I ask because it is very important, not that I know where I'm going with this. Well, I'm thinking two things. Either the incinerator, or the fact that the urn was broken. Because Pearl was supposed to be in the Winding Way at that time. She was done fixing the urn at the moment that they were taking Maya away. Under repair in the hallway until the police came. And Pearl would have said it, would have seen it too. Very well, Miss Miney, if you will please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. It's impossible you haven't seen anyone. It's impossible that you have not seen anyone. The item description clearly says that it was under repair in the Winding Way until the police arrived. So, I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks, do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Objection! Who cares about some worn out old urn? Like, yeah, I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the Winding Way at that time, there was no way you could not have seen this person. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the Center Garden. Oh, and she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh. Wait, she broke the urn? Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the Winding Way. Uh-oh, that was quite scary what she did just there. She herself looked like a ghost, if anything. Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the Winding Way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. That you're a big liar, yeah. My words exactly. That's what I was going to say. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. This witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room, and I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia. Can I? I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So just this once, do you want me to help you out? Yes. If it's allowed, yeah, I would like you to help me. Please, I need your help right now. Hold on. First, calm down, Phoenix. Good. That girl, she slipped up with her words. Her words? If she really was in the side room the entire time, then she just testified about something she shouldn't have any knowledge of. And what is that? The rest is for you to figure out on your own. Time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room, and I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. It's in the words, she said. Mia. So it has to be in the testimony itself. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? Ah, yeah, she wouldn't have known about that if she had been asleep the whole time. How would she have known? It's true that at the time both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Uh-huh. We're getting close. We're getting close. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Innie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Oh, in the channeling chamber, alright. That's where it had to be. And actually, what I don't think pointing where in the channeling chamber has any sort of importance, but I'd say the folding screen was right about here, and the bottom right corner of the folding screen had a bullet hole in it, and the same bullet hole was in the box. That was later in the side room, so I'd say she was right here. Miss Miney was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that a crime scene? That's right, Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Inside the box. Order, order, order! And I didn't even get to read it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Innie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Exactly here. To be precise. Here, of course, behind the folding screen. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. Inside the box. Oh, she's looking a lot more like her sister now. See? That's totally the same face, I'd say. Oh, yeah. See, you stupid jerk. There's not gonna be much left of her hat when she's done with it. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball. Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Grams," as if you know exactly how old I am. Oh. Wait, what? Well, I've theorized yesterday that she was actually her sister, and that it was really the younger sister that died. Is it really what I thought it was, then? I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst, because I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The box. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. that tiny little box, no person could fit in that, well... It's true that I can't really prove maybe right now that someone couldn't fit inside, but Pearl can at the very least. But she's a kid. She's smaller. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lola disapproved you when she was hiding from me in it. Ah, yeah, Lola was hiding inside of it at some point. Yeah, that's true. I had completely forgotten about this. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. No, because the bullet hole inside of it proves that it was in the channeling chamber. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. A clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Oh, yes, I can, with some evidence. And now I present a piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Has to be this, right? Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This what on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches on the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Order! So what you are saying... yeah, okay. Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eeny Miney? Actually, that's what I've been thinking all along. That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eeny Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along, and there would have been other, like, channeling costumes inside the clothing box, right? And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. And a wig, probably. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. No! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait, Miss One Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Eeny Miney, you had an accomplice. This person. If it wasn't someone from Kurain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume, and if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that. You wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan, Fey, isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Actually, something still bothers me about all that. Why the stabbing before the shooting? That's something that I still can't explain. Yeah, she's cracking. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. She might have knocked Maya on the head to make her pass out, probably. She knocked her out. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. At which point would have she drugged Maya Fey? She didn't seem close to falling asleep, I guess, at that time. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. Ah, that's why. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And this is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Ah, yeah, because she was kneeling next to the box at that time. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... yeah, took the other shot. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. There's still a hole, though. On the picture we saw earlier, the box was in front of the folding screen. By that tatami, I guess you should say. So what, she was putting the box back behind the folding screen or something? Or the box was never behind the in front of the folding screen in the first place, so that makes it, that picture from earlier doesn't make any sense. Therefore. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please, leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Still some loose ends to tie, though, I should say. Ha! Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely, of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose you to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix writes, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. Well, I didn't say that it was completely perfect the way it was. If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Motive? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Inimini want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. Well, what about the newspaper clipping then? I have to think of a motive now. What is the reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is... yeah, she was in the car accident. I propose this. She's really her sister. And it's the younger sister that died. But she died because she fell asleep at the wheel. And she fell asleep at the wheel perhaps really because she had been taking sleeping pills. That's what I propose. That's what I think. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proved that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? But you told me so. And you want me to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain, so like please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge then like I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. That's not true, that you told him. It was like a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her hairhead persona. However, you see... Ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. But no! No! The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan and Faye to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Yeah, indeed, me too. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Minnie. Yeah, right, yeah. Hold it, please. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but... You know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix, everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. He was going to have the channeling take place to get the dead to sign a testimony that he had nothing to do with her death or something like that. Wasn't it? Yeah, that one. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide a reason? Can I really do this? I think I can, yeah. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I would show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Oh, haha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Aye! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well, the court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec! To be continued. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There was no way Annie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there was no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh no, not her. Miss Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, I won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, and then we'll know who the real winner is. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eeny Miny had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eeny Miny and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is a car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miny, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Miny, if you please. Okay, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... She's bound to slip up somewhere. That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk of the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miny's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. No, not load. Save. Save here, just in case. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. The night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I want to hear more about that. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. Yeah, tell me more about that. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and, was being investigated, every day. It was, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? What are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True. But I don't have a driver's license. This is news to me. I wasn't aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miny. Eeny's photo for a driver's license. That's a lie if I've ever seen one. Miss Miny, please amend your testimony. Okay, that was added at the end, okay. I, didn't have my license, so, I couldn't take over for driving for her. Objection! Miss Miny, that was a lame lie just now. What do you mean? I know you had the license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miny? That's right. Yeah, I had, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. That's a lie. No. She already had it when she was brought to the hospital. That guy, Otti, he testified about it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Otti, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What, are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like last November. When did the accident occur? May 24th. So she says, but what? November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow! Crying my whip will accommodate. Anyway, about the license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. Hold on a second, there's something I want to see. Ah, no, okay, never mind. Because I can't shake the feeling that they switched places or something. I'm like glad you get it, but like even if I had my license, I like don't think my sis would like let me drive. Ow! Don't just stand there, to herself. Not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the ow. She doesn't have a whip. How did that happen? That's not possible, I'm afraid. That's because hey SL, hi there. I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Oh. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars, and, like, I really valued them. A bit tired, but I'm doing good otherwise. I'm alright. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. It's weird how the... It's weird how the newspaper clipping doesn't really say... Well, no, I guess it does say Miss Miney holds the interview, yeah. It was a new car. Yeah, she had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Ah, please. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor, yes, please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yeah, the wheel wouldn't have been on the same side of the car if that was the case. Well, if you like cars that much then, that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Well, I can see where this is going. The wheel would have been on the right side of the car and not on the left side. And I bet because this is taking place in Japan normally, the situation would have been reversed. They would have said it was an American car or something, and then the wheel would have been on the left, whereas if it had been a Japanese car, the wheel would have been on the right, just like in the UK too, because they drive on the left side of the road, and in Japan as well, just like in the UK. My sis' new car was like a totally special model from England. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about car. Ask for the heck of it. Yeah, probably. So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It has something to do with that. Yeah, with the driver's seat being not on the same side. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? You, what do you know? That sleek shape. The raw feeling of the manual transmission and blah blah blah. She sounds very much like she is the car nuts in this case. Hold on a minute. One of the women ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was like still half asleep. I opened the right door. Ah, yeah, there we go. There we have something. If she opened the right door to get outside, then she would have been in the driver's seat, not in the passenger seat in the front of the car, right? It's exactly what I've been suspecting all along. She really is Mimi Miney and not her younger sister. It's the younger sister that died in the accident. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Yeah, there we go. I've got you. Miss Miney. Do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, the passenger seat in that car would have been on the left. Well, but not in this car because it's supposed to be a British car. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah, what do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order in the court. Order. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of doing that order thing. I can't yell that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. And he said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney, but that means she lied. Either way, she lied about something. Either about getting out through the right door, or not being the driver, or she didn't lie and she's actually Mimi Miney, like I've been suspecting all along. That is what Innie said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Innie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? I'll say first, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, bear in mind, I'm playing this blind, by the way. I've never played this before, so I'm kind of figuring things out as I go. I think it's Mimi Miney. I'm going to follow my hunch. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Innie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. I'm saying the witness is not Innie Miney. Which leads us to the next question. The next question. Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? There we go. I've been saying it all along. What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? This witness has severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. I didn't think of that actually. I just assumed that they just looked very much alike, like nearly like twins, with there probably not being a huge age gap between the two. But actually, it's true. It's the clinic at which she was admitted performs how do you say that in English? Plastic surgery. Yeah, there we go. She underwent plastic surgery to fix her face because she had such severe burns. So for the purpose of facial reconstructions, the surgeons used a picture. Yeah. Facial reconstruction surgery. This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. Ah, okay, that's right. It's a picture of our younger sister. No! But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. No, it was a younger sister that died. That's what everyone thought, however, that was not the case. And the body they found at the crash site, that was the body of the real Mimi Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? Yeah, how she reacted to me asking about the cars earlier, that was the final nail of the coffin. That car accident 1 year ago, the one who died that night was Innie Miney, her sister, Mimi, and stole her face and was reborn as Innie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. That seemed weird to me too, that the person you see alive outside of the car had long hair. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Miss Mimi Miney. He wouldn't have been able to, and that's why the channeling didn't work. And Maya dozed off, and she had the dreams when dreams are not possible when she's channeling someone. However, that would not have been possible because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. Okay, yeah, so that's why she had to do it now of all times. Because then you would have figured out that Mimi Miney was actually never dead all along. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. Yeah, there we go, yeah, at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray, is that what you're saying? Yes, before the channeling. Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Innie, Miss Von Karma, why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? She's gonna confess? That's right, I admit it, my real name is Mimi Miney. Quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? It was probably as a result of what happened with the surgery. They made a mistake, maybe. And since she was changed already as it is, I think I understand why. Maybe Miney wanted her whole self to disappear because of this. I'm not sure, Phoenix. No, wait. No, I think I know what. This one. That's about the malpractice incident, yeah. It was her opportunity to put that in the past behind her. If she could pass for her sister, then she did not have to live with the guilt of that happening. Even if it was not really her fault to begin with, but she was the one taking the blame anyway. So that way no one could blame her ever again if she was her sister. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. Yeah, but because he was a slave driver. Right? A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. In a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all, the only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident, her sister, and even her own face. That was her last chance. A chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. Even behind my own wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo? So she didn't believe in it at all, actually? Becoming has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan, and why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear: the innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Francisca von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ow, 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 ow! Please, someone stop her, and one more for good measure. Isn't that violence? Isn't that assault or something? Doesn't she get to go in jail too? I should think. Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, we're done with this case then. I may start with the third one then, like I said. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! It's true that when she's channeling her sister, she doesn't actually get to see her, so it's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis, I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? It was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There is still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Loda would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. Well, let's hope so. For both our sakes. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick, but every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help me, Miney, with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... What am I supposed to show? This? Well, she's a member of the Fake Clan Branch family. Or this? I don't get it. Yeah, me neither. Even I don't really know why Morgan cooperated with Mimi Miney. Actually, no, I have a good idea, but look, this whole thing is over now. But I just don't know how to express it. Sorry, is what I wanted to say. Look, this whole thing is over now, so let's not dwell on the past, okay? Yeah, thanks, Nick. I just don't know the answer to this one. I'm just as confused about the situation as she is, so why the thanks? Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement. Cell 13. What, it's going to be Morgan Fay? My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I thought, but I just couldn't explain it very well. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Please don't kill Maya. You already killed Mia. Please don't kill Maya. That would be pretty bad. Turnabout Big Top. Big Top? As in like a circus tent or something? A brand new episode has been added. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show! Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. The world's greatest magician, the one, the only, Maximilian Galactica! He's really flying. And then disappears. What the heck? Very big circus entrance. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. Hey, that was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. It was absolutely fabulous. What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? Magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. She's been so sheltered. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurain Village, and it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. It's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remembered the train? Of course I did, but I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You are going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you will get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearly, look! It's time to go. She's not denying it, though. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Excuse me. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello, this is Wright and call out. Nick, it's terrible. Oh, Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office? What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now, let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The Very Big Circus. That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder? The magician, I bet. Let's be very original. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max? Oh, no, actually he is the suspect. They arrested Max Galactica. Maximilian Galactica. Maximilian. Popular magician who can fly through the air at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You've still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Charlie, quite decorative plants. I wouldn't mind his help cleaning this place up. Why doesn't he say, like, in Sam and Max? Like, that plant looks like it needs water. I'm turning it to fetch it himself. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's the Tegate Water Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, it had been a normal business-class hotel. A poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe. Maya went out and bought it right away. She's a sucker for all things Steel Samurai. I hear they're even giving the new guy his own movie. I just know Maya is going to drag me out to see it with her. Difficult-looking legal books stand in the formidable row. They mock me. I wouldn't mind dumping some of these up at the used bookstore, but that might not be such a good idea. Yeah, they might come in handy at some point. My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's usually clean. Unusually clean. Sorry. December 28th. Detention Center. Visitor's room. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Oh man. Oh boy. That's colorful. Welcome to the visitor's room. It's Max, Nick. Look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica. Alright, sweetie, pick a card. Any card. Called me sweetie. Nick. Nick. Time is running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card. This one. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. He got it. He got it, Nick. Look, he got it. What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. Do you believe this guy? One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Max. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever, hurry up and pick a card, any card. Should you really be pulling magic tricks with your deck of cards in such a time as this one? I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you for the host, Panda, by the way. thanks. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're... Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. What about this? Fabulous, you'd like me to sign this for you? I don't like this guy very much. Max Galactica. Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous, I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There was a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. Aren't you a magician? What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, porcupine head. Get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed, it was fabulous! I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabulous word magician. There was a trophy and a bust. It was a fab, it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible! Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess it didn't win a trophy for being the most modest magician. Yeah. You were assigned to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know? But magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Yes, I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. But I kinda like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Maybe she's not gonna be such a big fan after all. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Last night the ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was in the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. Yeah, there's a lot of fabulous things with you. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room. So then why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult me with me on matters, that's all. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. She's right, I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster. Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for you things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes. That's all you talked about? Of course, it was a fabulous chat. It's another one of those things. 3? Just fabulous. Now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder. Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the Burbic Circus. So? And that means... I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Who cares? Which means what? Max. Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes? Poor Q, I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Is it always the same card he's dropping, by the way? Yeah, it is. It is, what? 5 of spades, I think? It's kind of hard to tell. Ah, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I'm an attorney. Please help me, I don't kill anybody. He looks a lot less fabulous that way. Is that fake eyelashes? Didn't kill nobody. I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane. I could never. Max, I swear, I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. He's talking with an accent now. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Jones. Billy Bob Jones. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin. Yeah, he is. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Mr. Attorney, yes? A few minutes ago you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was a 10 of hearts, right? What? You got it right again. What can I say? You two, you've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian's hearts. Yeah, well, whatever. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? 13, I guess. A lucky number. I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Yeah, I need to break the psyche locks that he has, but I more than likely don't have anything to prove it right now. Let's save again. And move there. Burbic Circus. Circus entrance. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Dig Gumshoe? Sounds like a plan. Yeah. Let's examine the place. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up all around here. Yay, wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. No clues here. The door. This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all of the stars stay at that lodging house. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. So then why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already. You know I'd never do that to you, Nick. Nick, the entrance is right there. Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dally the elephant. There's no Dally, not today. I know that too. Oh well, I just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. It's not like we're here on business or anything. That's the big top. The very big top is so very enormous. Yes, yeah. One look at the huge tent looming over you and you realize this is the circus. I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? Look, it's Max. Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. I'm sure the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well be Cirque du Galactica. The stars on his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. Nah, it's alright. Those streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades is what is written on it. With HD, you can actually read it. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, she reads it. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? You're right. I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that was why. Okay, let's move. Two places I can go. Let's go inside the big top, I guess, first. Circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Nick? It wasn't me. Is it the lion? Or tiger? He's coming this way. What happened? Nick, you're too young to die. Nick, stay, heal. Grrr. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick, are you okay? Scared ya, didn't I? Regent is such a cute tiger. Isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, you almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? For the same reason that you're swooning every 5 seconds when it comes to the magician, I guess. Because she's an attractive young woman. Woohoo, your costume. Eh? It's cute, I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? Hey, you're the best. Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Very Big Circus. She has to be related to the victim, isn't she? I don't have the character profile for the victim, but I think the name was Berry too, like the name of the circus. My name is Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. Got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I will ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Wow, those lights are huge. I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick? He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Ah, a ladder. It's just a stepladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Rope? Hey, it's a rope. Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Boxes? There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance? Well, there's definitely not one of those here. The seats are kind of far away, don't you think? They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top. He's right, we can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing! Flying around above that many people is a real rush. Actually, that's not that much, I think, 500. There are much bigger big tops, I think. At least that's what Max said. I think the biggest I've been to must have held 500 easily as well. So... though I haven't been to a circus in a long time. A very long time. Well, I think I've checked everything. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean. I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Yeah, okay. Alright, time to talk. Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? My dad was murdered. And she's happy about it. Apparently. Not even sad or anything. Oh, I see. Wait, what did you just say? So the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. She doesn't seem sorry. Why do you say you're sorry? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent, so she was with that beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, that was then. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. My thoughts, exactly. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. It's incredible that you are an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yeah, Leon is Leon the lion. Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon, he died. Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. Wait, what? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. Stop not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Yeah, I wish she would tell me about her dad. No, okay. No, okay. It's gonna be the same lines of dialogue. I think I must check out the lodges first, perhaps, before she's gonna talk to me about something else. Yeah, the lodging house. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. The Gumshoe. Yeah, I thought so. I expected him to be around. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working on a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, Detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Yeah. Let's look at the place, maybe. No clues here. There's some evidence under a tarp over there. Hey, watch it, pal. The killer is behind that tarp. Ah! Oh, ho, ho, got ya. I was just kidding. Oh, ho, ho, ho. He's a real clown, alright. Safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long. So they should have been on at the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light? How strange. How strange indeed. This year, I finally won an air conditioner. What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? And what do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? Can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. The murderer was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over. No. We're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. Yeah, I thought so as well. That seems to be everything, I guess. I wish I had an AC in here too. Well, it's not quite as hot right now as it was the other day, but... how much? Yeah, nearly 28 degrees Celsius still. I'm not feeling like super hot right now yet though. Alright. Come on, you flashed that badge at me so many times and it doesn't work anymore. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and again? Well, I do have a Steel Samurai badge with me. How about that one? I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a Steel Samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear that Detective Gumshoe has that very badge. What? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay. Alright, let's talk. Tomorrow's trial. Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? He just said that he got whipped, so... that has to be Franziska von Karma again, isn't it? Of course, it would be Miss von Karma. Yeah, I figured. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Edgeworth? Yeah, she doesn't know. And we don't know, for that matter. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick. I want to know what happened, damn it. With Edgeworth. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you are standing now. Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yep. It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. It was discovered quickly. But there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was this one thing that just doesn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? There's only one set. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. And they're accusing the other guy because he can fly, maybe? So he wouldn't have had to walk in the snow? Really? Am I gonna have to prove in court that he can't really fly? Is that it? Where did the killer come from, and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there is no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? There's only one person that could be. That's when something just clicked in my head. It clicked in my head much sooner. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right, flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. I'm not laughing. What's with the olo laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better state it. It means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Oh, picture of the crime scene? Ah, yeah, well, that's the picture we just saw. Oh, if I present him the profile, I guess. Hey, that's the victim. That is quite a mustache. I've gotten a fit of it from most of the performers at the circus. They are certainly a strange bunch of characters. You don't say. Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. And that was cold. Oh, I can't wait for possibly Franziska von Karma interrogating Regina. They would both have their whips and maybe whipping each other in court. That would be fun. I just thought about that. You're going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal. Cracks? Wait, you don't mean cracks of the... Yep, cracks of the whip. I'm making a really strange, tired-looking face here. Are you sure you weren't born looking like that? I wish I was more lively. Right now, I'm just tired. Well, there's not much you can do about that, so you just gotta keep on being tired. You're right. Glad I stayed out of that one. I've got... okay, no. That's the default answer. Being a spirit medium is quite an accomplishment. And you're so young too. That's really something. Actually, I've been thinking of taking a break from channeling. Really? I don't want to have another incident like last time. Yeah, I can understand that. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus stands. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. Yeah, but... when you have to keep being with someone arrogant, it really gets on your nerves after days, weeks, and months. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. While it does have very classy decorative elements, silk hat added to the court record. Made to order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness found at the crime scene. He has a... what's that? A peacock feather on it. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and wet roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they are mundane? At least they are easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Hey, tell us about the eyewitness. Is it going to be Regina, maybe? She has too sweet a face to not be the culprit, I say. So about the eyewitness. Ho ho ho, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Let me guess. Franziska von Karma? Oh, no reason, just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal! You know I don't really care what you say. Or is it the clown that's the eyewitness? I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Reminds me of It. Look at the collection he's got. He's incredible. Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. I love his slippers. Awesome! Look at these shoes. They're great. Forget the shoes. Check out the great gag banana peel. You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people sleeping on it. A desk. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies. The joke's on you. Treat your peons right, and the classic funny jokes are funny. Wow, Mo is very studious. Joke's on you, huh? Clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball and a unicycle, and he even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice. Who knows with that guy? Is that carrots hanging from the ceiling over there, by the way? Maybe that's part of the gag. What the? There's a string of carrots here. How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he is using them for some sort of gag. Okay, I've checked this out. Yeah, what's with the ceiling, by the way? Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. I think I can move now. Circus entrance. Or maybe may I present stuff? This silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh? Really? Yep, he took my sketch to the hat shop, and they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There was only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? That might be very insensitive, but I still want to show it, you know? Ah, no, okay, never mind. It's Max. Hey, where is Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay, Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal. Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. You don't look the least bit worried to my eyes. Like what? Ah, okay. I can present other profiles though, so I want to try it out. Maya, you're a spirit channeler. Yep, I'm still training though. It sounds like fun. I think you should join us at the circus. Huh? A spirit channeler? Yeah, you'd be a big hit. Really? She says I'd be a big hit. I think she's just being nice. Alright, I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute, don't ya? Don't ya? You sure do. No objections here. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes, that door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. Ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. There we go. That must have unlocked something else. Cool, this lady's got a whip. She's an animal tamer, huh? Sort of. 2 women with whips. That's my cue to shut up and act like a good boy. I've already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in enrolling you in my blah blah blah. I just wanted to know if you knew this person. Okay, well, whatever. Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo, huh. Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the man in the circus. She must have some sort of strange power over them. I can guess what it is. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day. Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too, she's so cute. Very big circus. This was the ringmaster's room. Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, this is what he said. I wonder what... That's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it. I want it, Nick. I want it. I want to get out of here. What's this? It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes. What is it? I didn't know that the magician's salary is incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. So he had no motive. Like, if he didn't get his pay raise, then that would have maybe have been a motive, but it can't be if he did get his raise. It's dated a week ago? Oh. He got an enormous raise 1 week ago. But regardless, that's not motive for killing, I guess. If it was an enormous raise. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth. uncouth? How do you pronounce that again? Uncouth, I think. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, All Country Quiz Champions, Ring Masters Association, Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. I don't know what good being talented in those areas would be, but... Alright, there's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. Ah, she already swiped one. Heh heh. You're incorrigible, you know that? Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese. You will say wow. Or perhaps hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. More pictures up there. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? All of these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the Ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. This is where the Ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors, shocking pink for example. This one says 100% all natural organic mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare, very metrosexual. I've already looked at everything, I think. Unless the carpet on the ground can be inspected. No. Alright. Wait, is there something I didn't spot? Nah, she's not reacting to the poster, and that's the only new item I have, I guess. Or maybe I should go back and see Max again at the detention center and ask him about those. What he didn't he have like 3 psych key locks? And I've got, well, a few items that would allow me to pursue the discussion with him. Shoot, I didn't mean to go back there. Something else? Huh? Hey Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. Who's this guy? The mime? Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. He might not be able to talk if he's a mime. What? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person who hang around the circus dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I just happened to be passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? Not a carny. I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist. I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes, that's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben. Yes, you mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really, I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up, just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max is not very nice. Did you just say that Max is not very nice? Oh, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. It sounded like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist. I am just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, my why? It's contagious. So what do I do now? Conversing with him is really tiring. You don't say. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. Nah, he's not gonna react to this either. Maybe if I show him this picture, right? No? No reaction? What about this one? No? No. Okay. But I have to try. I think I must do something to get him to talk more. I mean, otherwise he serves no purpose, so... okay. No reaction for that one. The hat, maybe? No. Not the poster either. No. Okay, well, he's not reacting to anything I show him. Yeah, maybe the clown is there now. Hello. Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big whiner! Whiner? The 1 millionth visitor to the room of Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. Earplugs, must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen lancing. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. Look just like Greta Garb. Oh. I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can't excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he's kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. Alright. I hope I won't have to make that laugh too many times. Could you please tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. You sure got that kind of time? You sure you got that kind of time? Yeah. And the hits just keep on coming. The circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TVs, and bowling, there is just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke. Laugh. Har, 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me, because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Okay, well, I take it he must not be the culprit in this thing then. Tell me what happened. Mo. Wickety, what? I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? That would have been right outside of his window if the murder took place in the snow right outside of his lodge. Yeah, of the crime. Just as we suspected, this guy's the eyewitness to the crime. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can be a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth. But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? Magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope. No, wait. Just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. Okay, you say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make him with the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. What's the matter? just getting ready, okay? Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. I didn't expect any better, Maya. That reaction. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh. Cut the guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he is incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... From the look of it, someone is standing in the snow here. And there were no footprints as to someone else being, like, standing in the snow like this. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he is letting on. That's probably everything, I guess. You want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke... shit, I pressed the button too quick. Nikki was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Okay. I'll get to read it again. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing the lambada. I think that's enough advice for now. Okay. Yeah, he's probably not gonna react. Oh yeah, he's reacting to this. It's that uppity Fager's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable, that jerk killed the ringmaster. Really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster, Amo. It seems that ringmaster was truly a great man. Russell, how could anyone do this to you? Mo's taking this really hard. No, okay, hold on. What if I present stuff like this, for example? That's Ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Regina. If only my Larina was that cute. Larina? Larina is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clung to Ben right over the head, as hard as he could. Ben, the ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? Oh, I did well in showing him that photo then, because that unlocked something else, it seems. Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Is that a typo, or is that supposed to be a joke? Aha! 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 Yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry, this map. Yeah, okay. This is an atlas. Aha! 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 Oh, I killed myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary! Coronary! Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Circus map added to the court record. A map of the Berwick Circus. This isn't very funny. How am I supposed to know about people who aren't in the circus? Okay. If I show this one. I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless, he always thought about others before thinking of himself. I'll find a way to return the favor. He always took such good care of me. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. Yeah, this one I didn't expect he would react to it. This one either. The last two maybe? What's the matter? Whenever I see my own nose, I am reminded of my Italian heritage. Ah, I see. It must be because you have one of those Roman noses roaming all over your face. Please, don't encourage him, Maya. I didn't cross the line there, did I? You went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. That was a good one, though. That was a good one. Ben, how's he doing? He's ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding. I can't help but do a Pennyworth impression. I'm sorry, but I might not be very good at this, but that's the only laugh that fits, as far as I'm concerned. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. That's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Trillo. Trillo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. So I have to find the puppet somewhere? Well, that's probably everything. Let's head back. I need to present him with his puppet. Isn't there supposed to be a cafeteria? No, that's not it. It's this one. From the very big circus big top, I guess. From inside the big top. There we go. I don't see the puppet anywhere. Keep our cafeteria clean. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's got to be something interesting here. Nick, what's got to be interesting? Yeah, I was wondering about that. Don't ask. This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here. Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small? Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? Her and her hamburgers. Oops. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. A message board. A bulletin board. Buttons. It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy. You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside, once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Wow! Where's the mute button when you need it? There are dirty dishes all over the place. It must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because one bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. If we can't clean it up, we have to preserve it for evidence. You know I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's got to be something interesting here. Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Broken bottle added to the court record. Yeah, the clown. I have to go back and see the clown and present him with it, maybe? Because that's got to be the thing that the other guy was clunked on the head with. The ventriloquist, I guess? The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. My ass killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? I doubt I would want to eat hamburgers every single day. That would get old pretty quick. The chair has been knocked over. That's what it looks like. Almost, yeah, blah blah blah. Or maybe Rajan just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria. You're right. That seems like it's everything, right? Okay, let's go back and see the clown. Move. Circus entrance. Lodging house. Move. Moe's room. Present. An orange juice bottle that was found broken on the cafeteria floor. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? You want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. Or present this to the ventriloquist, maybe? I thought that was it. Circus entrance. Present. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. He said him, or was it? Oh, Max maybe. It was Max that I had to go back and see. Okay. December 28th, detention center visitors room. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did you just call me sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. What about this? Fabulous. Would you like me to sign this for you? Hold on then. Maximilian Galactica. No matter when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? The cell cat, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. They are my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3. Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh? Well, I thought you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty marks, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. But if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am. That's awful, especially for a magician. Can I ask what you do with such an exorbitant salary? We've already covered this point. I'm paying off my father's debt. How could he possibly have such a large amount of debt? For example, say you rented a video, and perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years. You would have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that. Yeah, no one rents movies that way anymore. Wow, now I can see how you can get that much debt. That makes sense now. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. This is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's one of my most prized possessions. The silk hat proves that I was somewhere else. Where did they find this? They found it at the murder scene. I don't know nothing about nothing. Max is so pathetic like this. Max must be really confused. When you make absolutely fabulous magic, it costs enormous sums of money, sums that will boggle your mind. Apparently I can ask him about the first 2 things again. I went to ask him for a fabulous raise. I wonder how people can lie with such a straight face. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max Galactica. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. G-A-L-O-U-S-Y. They're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand. For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She's truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh, that's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder. Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. Once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max, I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright, I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. From where he was killed, going from there to where he was killed, I'd say the most likely culprit would be the clown, if anything. But he doesn't have any motive, so that kind of bugs me for the time being. And then I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he got to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Right, it's time to try to break the psyche locks. Present. Take that! Meeting Miss Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly, we reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Well, it had already been negotiated a week ago, so, it was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. There's one lock gone. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room last night? The fight, maybe? With the ventriloquist? Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria? But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... Is that it? I would expect it to be. But Ben, you laid him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. Yeah, alright. So I needed all these pieces of evidence before I came back to him, I guess. To Truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is Ben we are talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him, let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. I wonder what's the opinion of the lady herself, because she didn't make any hints as to there being anything between her and this guy. Or the other guy, for that matter. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trilo, the puppet? The ventriloquist's puppet, his real name is Trilo Quist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the baza, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? That's mean, actually. You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to hand him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppets. Fabulous, that should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, not at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. But what should I do? Give it back to the ventriloquist or bring it to Max? Huh. Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we are making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Alright. Where would it be? It looks the same as always, a great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? Just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trilo somewhere in this room. Trilo? Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. In there, maybe? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards that Circus has won. Like all county. Yeah, but I already checked that out, actually. Why was the thing not ticked? Pet grooming Grampy. Wow, the ringmaster was a multi-talented way, blah blah blah. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trilo. That's Ben's puppet. I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Trilo Quist handed over to Maya. An operating tenor with doubles as Ben's sidekick. Why do I have to carry this thing? Let me save again. Or in the cafeteria, maybe. That's right, I didn't check the cafeteria. Maybe that's where he is. Circus entrance. Move. Pick top. Move. Cafeteria. Maybe. Oh, hey, Ben. There we go. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yes, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. I guess this is what I have to do, but I saved before, so, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Triloquist returned to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should... wait, what? Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No, I would never. There's me, yeah, me, down here. You're Trillo. That is Mr. Quest to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now, try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quest, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney. Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not including in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo is still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet. Hey, who do you think you are calling me a puppet? Yeah, save on the other one, maybe, perhaps. Okay. What happened? Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Triloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one with the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all to sell peanuts. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Rams got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for ya. Pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hands up my pants. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off from me, will ya? He's just another one of those dorks around here. Oh my. But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him, he does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? Ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying frog. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up? I made a word. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're not interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but what? Give her a special gift. I give her the wonderful gift of song. Give her a song? Well, I'm a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I can't sing, by the way. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... I think you'd rather not continue. The rest is private. Well, the melody is pretty good. Those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trillo's here. Does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibba jabba. Let's get scored already. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. And we gave him the power, the ability to talk normally again. I guess that was a bad move. Very big circus picked up. What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo? Quite a pair of those two. What did that puppet say anyways? That was a hooking monkey? Oh no, now what? He stole my lorry badge! Wait, does that mean I can't represent my client in court tomorrow? Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. My badge! The monkey stole it! What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina? You, that monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, I cannot flash it. By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey Money? The monkey's called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back? I'll see what I can do, even I have money problems. Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Got to go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that cookie clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trilo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trilo told me he was in love with me. Trilo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo. Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope. Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about Mayu, Maya? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo? Wait, you do realize that Trilo is a puppet? Huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. That can be interpreted in such a bad way. I don't know if they did it on purpose or not, but either way. Alright. Nah, that's our default reaction. Nah, she's probably, you know, but you have to keep it secret. But what? So here's how it works. No, wow, that's incredible. Oh, don't pout, Nick. We were just teasing you. I don't know a thing about magic. Oh, they were going to tell me the secret of how he is doing his flying. Okay. Nah, okay, that's a default thing. The silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. I think she already said that. Yeah, she already said that. Okay. Or present a character profile, maybe? Ah, that guy. His name is Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know, he didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trilo, right? Wait, we're the ones asking the questions around here. That's Mo. He's such a funny clown. He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time now. He was good friends with the ringmaster. My dad always said, when it comes to who I can trust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Yep, that clown is one lovable stooge. Don't you think so, Nick? No comment. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes, that door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I think she already said that, didn't she? Yeah, that's when the ringmaster's room became available earlier. Yeah, I think I can go and see Mo now. December 28th. Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because, he didn't like the weather or something. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Is the clown still there? Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it? We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Aha! 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 So, about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know? But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in the dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist's puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. The clown sees life simply, without complications. Money the Monkey. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. Makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under those circumstances, can you chase after him? Huh? Why is that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait a while? Well, I have nothing better to do, so... December 28th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. Who is Acro? This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Across Acro's or Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. So Acro. Okay. It seems like he's not around today. That's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Money the Monkey added to the court record. Habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Somehow I feel like he's going to come up in the trial. At some point. Hey, it's a monkey calendar. Whoever is in this room must really love monkeys. Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized that the year is almost over. Amazing how time flies. It's been one wild year, especially the last part. Well, we still got one last person to help this year, Max. Yeah. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's something unusual about that all. Is that how things are supposed to be? Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? He's got a barbell. Look around, everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey Nick! What? I don't have this one. This barbell is here's a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know? You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got the proverbial game? Of course, that monkey doesn't fake the funk of on a nasty dunk. Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror, everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this, it's a trophy and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge, it's right here. Attorney's badge returned to its rightful spot on label. Thanks, you really saved me, huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it from T to R. Trilo to Regina? Ring put in pocket. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. And this is where I'm gonna have to head on the stream for today. Gotta let my voice rest a little bit. Save up to this point, I would love to. And I didn't. I didn't. How stupid of me. I pressed the wrong button. I need to put my batteries back inside that battery compartment. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay. Right. Let me save as at the first opportunity. Okay. Okie dokie, folks. Well, that's all from me for today. Thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow in the afternoon with, well, I don't think the whole of the rest of the third case, but I will be hopefully be making some good progress on that case tomorrow. Thank you and see you, and until then, take care as usual.